A previous video showed RKE2 being deployed on SLES 15SB3 on an IBM Z or IBM Linux 1 system as a 3-node Kubernetes cluster. The Kubernetes node names are Rancher-Server, Rancher-Agent-1, and Rancher-Agent-2. This video will show deploying the SUSE Rancher multi-cluster manager, also known as Rancher Manager or simply Rancher, as the microservices workload for this RKE2 cluster. The deployment is done from a command prompt on the Kubernetes control plane, which is Rancher Server. We have switched to a web browser that has multiple tabs. The first tab shows the documentation titled Install/Upgrade Rancher on a Kubernetes Cluster. This video closely follows the steps in this document, although the order of the steps performed in the video are slightly different. Please refer to the documentation at the URL shown. The remainder of the tabs are related to the Rancher deployment. Rancher is deployed using Helm. Helm is the package manager for Kubernetes. The second tab documents how to deploy Helm from a script. We will switch back to the terminal to deploy Helm. The next step is to deploy a containerized certificate manager. The web browser tab describes how to deploy Cert Manager using Helm. 3 commands are run in the terminal to deploy Cert Manager. The first command adds the JetStack repo to Helm. The second command tells Helm to update its repos. The third command needs some explanation. Helm will install version 1.8.0 of Cert Manager from Artifact Hub into a Kubernetes namespace called Cert-Manager. Helm will also install the Cert Manager custom resource definition resources that are required for Cert Manager to work properly. The next command shows the Kubernetes pods that are running in the Cert Manager namespace after the successful deployment of Cert Manager via Helm. The IP address of Rancher's server is needed to perform the Rancher install. The IP address of this system is highlighted. Helm is used to add the repo pointing to Rancher-latest. The following command needs some explanation like the previous Helm install command. Helm will install Rancher into the cattle-system namespace after creating the namespace. 2 replicas of Rancher will be started. An initial password is set to admin, but will be changed the first time the Rancher UI is accessed. The DNS resolvable hostname for this Rancher deployment is using the nip.io service. This Rancher deployment has access to the internet to resolve nip.io. An air-gapped installation will need to use an internal DNS server to resolve a hostname to IP address. The following command will tell when Rancher is rolled out. It is important to note that Rancher may take several minutes to fully initialize while certificates are created, containers are started, and ingress rules are activated. Once the command prompt is returned, use the following command to get information about the Rancher deployment in Kubernetes. Now we will switch to the browser for the final time to access the Rancher web UI. Paste the hostname that was used in the Helm command into the browser. The warning from the browser that is shown is because the certificate used to connect securely is a self-signed certificate. We can safely proceed to the URL to access the Rancher UI. Welcome to Rancher. Use the bootstrap password that was used as part of the Helm command to set a new password to log into the Rancher UI. It is time to start managing many Kubernetes clusters from this Rancher deployment. Use the links on this page to learn more about using Rancher. Watch the following video, which will show how to register a downstream Kubernetes cluster that will be managed by this Rancher Manager deployment.